mama a house. Coming straight out the south, got enough juice to end the drought. Yeah. I buy like 23. Won't fall again, and I put that on me. Yeah. I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve.
Smack dab in the middle of I-295 that encircles the city of Jacksonville in northeast Florida. There's a good look at TIAA Bank Field. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerge from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Chicago Bears.
Kickoff for Jacksonville.
The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry now for David Montgomery. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
2nd and 9.
Now Trubisky to throw. It's brought in by Kevin White. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important third down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears first down.
And the Bears.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Down at the 45-yard.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force a 3rd down.
Third and 2. Now Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on third down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count. All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
This will be play number 9 coming up on this relatively long opening drive as they look to convert on third down. Throwing here, Trubisky. Caught by Montgomery. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 21. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
Okay, I'm not so great at math, but I just looked over at our statistician, Marvin, and he signaled to me 5 for 5 to get things started here on this opening drive. Where I come from, that's pretty good.
That is pretty good. Now, what do you do defensively to adjust?
Well, this is where you got to make a decision as a defensive coordinator. Do you really get after the quarterback, or maybe you tighten down on the receivers, bump them off of their routes, chip away at their timing so things aren't as precise as they've been so far in this game?
First and goal from the 3. They'll try to run it in with Jones. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the Jaguars' 4-yard line.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Adrian Peterson with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bears take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive.
Jaguars nothing.
Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Kyle Fuller there defensively.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent. And that allows you to make a play on it and oftentimes knock it away.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, Minshew to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first.
But when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38.
Montgomery, the ball carrier.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver, but he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front, so if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Jones, the ball carrier.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now Trubisky. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
First down.
This one out quickly to Watkins. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. That's how you draw up the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. 3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They'll run for him with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Down at the 2-yard line.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Trubisky. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Number 14.
Sammy Watkins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
Eddie Pinheiro.
They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Pinheiro now to kick this one away.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
And they'll run with a man signed away from Washington. It's Chris Thompson.
Number 34.
And on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Minshew on target here to Chark. Give him 9 there on the first down completion
to DJ Chark.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. 5.
Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 18. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
He's got it complete to Thompson. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
9-yard line.
Down. 18 Gators. X3. 218. Chop. Hey, Foxtrot.
This is the rookie from Vanderbilt, Keyshawn Vaughn. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
3rd down.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Out of the gun is Minshew. That's complete right around the 8. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
3-yard line.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Minshew sets to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Hyde is the lone man in the backfield here on 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Goal line.
So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has a better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Minshew. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D. Quandre Diggs there defensively.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Keyshawn Vaughn with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars are back within a score. Josh Lambo now for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
It is good. Makes the score Bears 14, Jaguars 7.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 16 yards, a first down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd and 12, Trubisky. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Give him 9 yards on the second down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A quick toss outright. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Maybe a little fortunate there. That was leaking a little, maybe leaking a lot, but he got it.
Yeah, he actually was able to make it work. How about the body language, though, right? As he's watching that ball leak to the right, trying to bring it back in, and had just enough to get it done.
Jaguars take over 1st and 10. at their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Now Minshew. Caught here by Conley. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The last catch nearly got him a first, but it did not, and they'll try to convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to throw it, Minshew. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson, and they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
10 at their own 42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot, and that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Dixon, complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now a first down carry by Jones. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
2nd and 8.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
For Kevin White, incomplete. It's 3rd down. And
so with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
for Chicago.
The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down.
At the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off at the 39. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears.
A gain of 12.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
A great effort there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2.
Conversion.
They're going to run for it with Jones. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10. At their own.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. What a difference a week makes. Last week, he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week, he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
38-yard line.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Those chains. That's good for another Jackson.
Minshew, 1st and 10. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
And oh, look at that, a diving catch. A Jaguar first down as Minshew finds Westbrook.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. And it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They'll run high. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Carlos Hyde with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And inches.
He's got the first down and more past midfield. The 20, 10, 5, and he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And that will make this now an 18-point ball game. So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Throwing on 1st down is Minshew. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. He's picked off near his own 48. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Trubisky to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12. Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Elsewhere at Arrowhead, they're in the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. And he's going to lose yardage back to his own 1-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
Go now. 50, plant. New draw, quarter.
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
218, chop it. 36, 36. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Ooh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's third down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on third down. Can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On third down, here's Jones. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. First down.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to said,
and he will fight his way in, not giving up there, and he's got a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Bears will extend their lead. And that stretches the lead to 27.
Makes the score Bears 40, Jaguars 13.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Their mini two-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Eluding the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
It's a gain of
the Bears on 3rd down. They've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This will be 3rd and 5. Throwing here, Trubisky. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. A short gain there of just 4, and that'll bring up a 4th down. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Montgomery, they'll run for it. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It was Taven Bryan who got him down defensively.
2 yards on the pickup.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Ball at the 23, 2nd and 8. This is Brown. Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there.
Normally when you see a short gain in the middle of a 3-4 defense, go ahead and pat the nose tackle on the back because he's holding things up and taking out extra blockers, which allows one of the inside linebackers to roam free and make the tackle.
He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run.
25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
It's a gain of 34. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 3rd. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a 1st down.
Gain of 10. And the Bears 1st down. today.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bears, the win moves them to 8-7 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they're guaranteed now a sub-500 season as they fall to 6-9. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my wave. Damn, Kane, you done killed Abel. Unbalanced land, trying to keep the people stable. The way I feel, I might it all up. The way you feel, you might do it for the bug. All black. After this, I might go and water down the double. Listen to everything around me, I can't see. You picked a dozen roses and left them. Galilee rolling through, don't get my cry. I finally starting to realize never give up and go. I can't watch TV. It's all a lot, time to try and go ahead and fly. Everybody want a straight answer with media. Keep us blind. A good heart is not hard to find. Why the people try to define infrastructure right? I don't got time. Infrastructure right, I don't got time. I could it's all to. We're talking about your to protecting the sons and daughters from political manslaughter. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. Never play by the rules, guess I'm paying my dues. They gon' try to intrude, poison the multitude. They be quick to accuse, when you got different views. Just know you gon' pay the price, based off the item you choose. When it ties in the culture, hit you with MK Ultra. I knew you was a vulture, Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you, then now you fluster. Crashing down, I was clutter. Doing this so subtle, fumbling out through the rubble. Remember this in jungle, the top I was gonna get something. The middle gotta stay hunting. Why the rush left for nothing? 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 Agitated illusion, only built for confusion. The institution, modern day execution. Think I know the solution. Maybe not should I do it? Just put it in the music. Just put it in the music. Someone put me out 'cause I'm on fire. I can't give a about what they say. They've been searching for that thing to get them higher. You can't catch my drift, can't catch my wave. You're great.